10 strangest cars ever made. Within the domain of concept automobiles, there is a plethora of vehicles that are both adventurous and unorthodox, and they are markedly different from the typical automobile. These strange autos have indeed made an impression on the history of automobiles, but not a positive one. These strange-looking automobiles not only broaden our understanding of what a car ought to look like, but they also serve as examples of the limitless inventiveness and ingenuity that engineers, designers, and visionaries are capable of. Some of these peculiar automobiles sprang from the realm of fantasy, while others were developed out of a desire for innovation. Additionally, these automobiles have captured the imagination of aficionados from all over the world. We should get to know them better without further ado, shall we? Number 10. 1955 BMW Isetta. One of the most peculiar-looking automobiles ever created is the 1955 Isetta. Even though it appears to be a headless beetle on wheels or a bug with a door that resembles a refrigerator, we must not overlook the fact that it is designed in the shape of an egg and has windows that look like bubbles. Due to its modest size, it was able to quickly navigate through the busy streets of the city and park in areas that were restricted. Even though the entire front end of this vehicle was a door, it was impossible to ignore the fact that the dashboard and the steering wheel opened up together with the door itself. Although it was initially cumbersome, as seen by the fact that it has sold more than 161,000 units. A well-preserved Isetta might cost as much as $40,000 in the market. Number 9. 1953 Firebird iXB21. The Firebird iXB21 was a concept vehicle that was conceived by General Motors in the early 1950s. It could reach an astonishing top speed of 200 miles per hour. Even though it was the first gas turbine-powered automobile to be tested in the United States, it was impossible to ignore the fact that it was essentially a jet fighter on wheels. It featured a canopy that resembled a bubble and a cockpit that only had one seat. To justify its name, it was one of the most bizarre-looking cars in the world. It appeared to be nothing more than a bullet on wheels, but fortunately, each of which featured its own unique set of enhancements. Number 8. Peel P50 from 1962. Peel Engineering Company is responsible for the development of this tiny automobile, which holds the title of the smallest production car according to the Guinness World Records. It was necessary to navigate manually by using the handle that was located on the gearshift. At a Sotheby's auction, this small automobile reached a staggering price of $176,000, which is a testament to the fact that it was able to attract the attention of a large number of enthusiasts. With a weight of only 123 pounds, the 1962 Peel P50 is currently considered to be one of the most peculiar-looking automobiles in the entire world. One passenger and a grocery bag were the only things that could fit into the very modest car that only had one headlight. Number 7. 1970 Ferrari 512S Modulo. The 1970 Ferrari 512S Modulo made its premiere for the very first time during a show in Geneva. During the process of putting together the module, it would appear that the designer Paulo Martin did not place a high priority on the aesthetics. From a lateral vantage point, it appears as though the body has been attached to a curving chassis that has a glass shield in the shape of a canopy that slides to make it easier to enter the cabin. However, the strangeness does not end there, as all four wheels were partially covered. It's not surprising that this automobile is considered to be one of the most peculiar automobiles ever created because it appears to be something that is a product of the future. If you were to look at it from a distance, you may think it was a spaceship. James Glickenhaus, an American enthusiast for automobiles, happened to be the sole purchaser of the only unit that was eventually manufactured. Number 6. 1999 Fiat Multipla. This small car's design is undoubtedly peculiar, and there is no room for discussion on that point. A tiny car perched atop an expansive vehicle gives the impression that the Multipla is a seamless combination of the two car types. If you were to consider everything, it would appear that the Fiat exerted a considerable amount of pressure on the hood, which resulted in the hood being compressed. The various headlamps that include multiple eyes dispersed throughout the vehicle only serve to make the issue worse. However, the Fiat Multipla was, in fact, a family car that was both practical and affordable, and it was manufactured by the Italian automaker between the years 1998 and 2010. It was regarded as being not just roomy but also quite easy to drive. Unfortunately, it was never delivered to the market in the United States. Number 5. 1974 Vanguard Sebring Citycar model. In addition to having an odd appearance, this particular automobile also has a name that is quite amusing. Something as simple as a cheese-shaped device that is propelled by an electric motor was something that was anticipated to be adopted in the 1970s as a solution to the oil crisis. In addition, the ungainly design did not leave much room for the inner portion of the building. A max speed that ranged between 30 and 50 miles per hour was considered to be average. The Vanguard Sebring City car was such a horrifying sight that it had the potential to either bring tears to the eyes of very young children or to make anyone who came into contact with it on the road laugh out loud. This city car is still considered a historical relic, even though the manufacture of the city car came to an end in 1979. We continue to believe that it is entitled to the bragging rights over Tesla in terms of being the first to arrive at the location. Number 4. This is the 1999 Honda Freya Joe. The Freya Joe was sometimes referred to as Sleepless Night, and it was first designed to appeal to younger people who had a taste for the nightlife. It is said that this automobile was lowered to a level that made it possible for partygoers to effortlessly navigate the city on skates. As they danced their way from one thrilling venue to the next, the energetic artists were able to stand with ease because of the excellent headroom that was supplied by the large interior of the little fashion car. However, the strangeness does not stop there. A voyage through the throbbing core of the city's nightlife was about to begin, and the dashboard was designed to take on the atmosphere of a club. This experience will be one that you will never forget. It would have been more beneficial to keep this concept automobile as a concept exclusively, and it is without a doubt one of the most bizarre concepts to emerge from the Japanese industry. Number 3. This is the 1989 Nissan Escargot. The Nissan Escargot made its grand appearance in the bustling and greatly anticipated setting of the Tokyo Motor Show in the key year of 1989. It captured the attention of automobile enthusiasts as well as industry insiders with its distinctive style and revolutionary features when it was first introduced. The Nissan Escargot was equipped with a 1.5-liter E15 i4 engine and a 3-speed automatic transmission that was perfectly incorporated into the vehicle. This combination resulted in an excellent combination of power and efficiency. One of the most memorable aspects of the Nissan Freight is that it was a little, boxy, and charmingly weird automobile. It was so diminutive that it was not even adequately sized to transport freight. Number 2. In 2017, Carlman King was crowned. The condition known as diplopia can be brought on by intersecting shapes in this particular scenario. Italy and the United States of America were the two countries that started manufacturing the most expensive SUV in the world. The cabin is stocked with a variety of amenities including a refrigerator, a flat-screen television, a laptop, and a coffee machine, among other things. On the other hand, the exterior features a spectacular combination of different designs that truly stand out. It is a fairly big SUV that weighs an extraordinary 10,580 pounds and has a starting price of a stunning $1.85 million. It is capable of producing an output of 398 horsepower, but it can only reach a maximum speed of 87 miles per hour. Number 1. The year 1977 Reliant Robin. It has a reputation for being one of the most strange-looking automobiles, and the Reliant Robin is a peculiar automobile that has earned that distinction. Its odd three-wheel design, which consists of a single wheel at the front and two wheels at the back, is the most distinguishing characteristic of this vehicle. Even though it is technically classified as a motorcycle in certain countries, Robin's unconventional layout gives it a distinctive attitude when it is driven on the road. This, however, results in some fairly peculiar handling qualities, such as the fact that it is prone to toppling over when turning sharply, which is how it earned the nickname the Plastic Pig. The Robin has a remarkably unorthodox appearance, one that is reminiscent of a little van with a single wheel located in the front of the vehicle. Its ongoing prominence as an icon of automotive eccentricity has been ensured by its ludicrous dimensions and unusual appearance, which have contributed to its success. Taking everything into consideration, the Reliant Robin is a genuinely peculiar automobile in the annals of automobile history. It is notable not just for its unique design, but also for the odd engineering that it possesses. Did you like it? Tell us what you think of the video in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos.